There's a popular meme that's floating around on social media that's obviously attempting to tie into the Easter holiday, and the meme says, Judas had the best pastor, the best leader, the best teacher, the wisest something, I guess they forgot to fill that part in, the best friend, and he failed. The problem isn't the leadership or the church you go to. If your attitude doesn't change or your character transformed, you will always be the same. Now, Judas, of course, betrayed Jesus with a kiss, and then he died horribly. In conflicting accounts in the New Testament, Matthew 27 says he hanged himself. The book of Acts says that he fell headlong into a field and his body burst open and his bowels fell out. But back to the meme itself. We are apparently meant to see Judas as someone who studied under the greatest teacher, who was given the greatest example of goodness, the best opportunities, and who failed because he made bad choices, because he was a person of poor character. The lesson then is a twist on the old idiom, you can lead a horse to water. You know, all the greatest resources and opportunities aren't going to help you if you won't listen and learn and embrace the goodness in your own life. The problem is, this meme reveals that those enthusiastically sharing it apparently have no idea who Judas was or why. Judas was not some pathetic loser who screwed up a good thing because he was stupid or short-sighted or greedy or simply decided to make the devil his god. If you hold to the scriptural account of Jesus' betrayal and crucifixion, Judas was predestined to do what he did. Judas was the linchpin of the entire salvation operation. It was Judas's kiss of betrayal that set into motion the arrest, the crucifixion, the resurrection of Jesus, the Savior. It was a kiss prophesied and predicted in advance, because as the cornerstone of God's salvation plan, Judas had simply been given no choice, or at the very least, God chose not to go and intervene on his behalf when he saw the betrayal coming. From the moment of his birth, Judas was a dead man walking. Every moment of his life was a precursor to that key moment when he would mark Jesus Christ for torture and execution. As such, if you're a Christian, you're stuck with a rather difficult reconciliation. The reconciliation between a good and loving God, a just God, and the God who would purposefully bring a human being into this world so that they could betray Jesus Christ, fulfill a dark destiny, and ultimately end up condemned, damned forever. The social media meme gets Judas totally wrong. Judas did not betray Jesus because he simply lacked character. Judas never had a shot. He betrayed Jesus because Yahweh determined it in advance. God needed this to happen. God set Judas up for failure. Judas's kiss was God's idea. And as Christians happily shout, He is risen on the Easter holiday. Remember, the resurrection story, as written in the Bible, was made possible because God designed Judas's traitorous heart in the first place, or at the very least made no attempt to change it. Judas was condemned the moment he was born. What kind of God would even require such a thing? That's a question that all of Christianity should be asking.